Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Never mind the furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Please use that link so that I get a little love. The Independent Creator Directory is your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, and other creatives, all destined, born, shaped from the ether to help you make your dreams come true, whether that's finding somebody to flat or proofread your great work, or maybe you just want something good to read, and you don't want to have to fight listening what the algorithm tells you will like. No, friends. Do not bend down to the will of the evil overlords. Instead, go indie, shop small, and check out the Independent Creator Directory. And if you're looking for a place to get hosted, I've talked about it in a few episodes because, the numbers have been coming back and slots are running out. But if you join up and pay the one-time lifetime fee and use code PODCAST1, in conjunction with this link, mind you, you will get half off. So consider joining today. We are also, of course, made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others, and the wonderful world of big, stompy robots, because gaming should not be complex, expensive, nor difficult to learn. No, Big Stompy Robots is a game that lets you blow up mixed units for fun and occasionally profit. Do I have my own designs? Of course I have my own designs of mechs and vehicles. Are they beautiful? Yes. Have I been taking and rendering lovingly 3D variants so that eventually they can be bought through the Indie CD store? Yes. But I will still hold fast that you can use whatever you want to use as long as it's identifiable. Because gaming shouldn't be expensive. Now, I will be doing some more ventures into the wonderful world of low-cost gaming in the very near future. It's part of the things I am working on. And as you know, I don't work on one project. I have many. So, the current word count for Haints and Hellfire 2 is 30,407 words. And now there's going to be some editing in the near future. Like I said, I'm having some difficulty with a chunk of setting, but not setting, a scenario. That's going on, and the what will be my Blasters War Manifesto is still sitting at, oh, no, that's the one I've been working on. That's at 713 words. We aren't counting the other fiction and fun things I am working on, because there's always something else on the fire. Now, before we get into the program and our usual shenanigans, I received a delightful message, because as you know, I do no small amount of streaming. At last check, I don't even know what that word is, but at last check, as he enunciates somewhere near the English language, I was clocking in anywhere from 20 to 40 hours a week streaming to help bring you guys some of the best content available across at least 2 scheduled YouTube channels of mine, and usually around 4 to 6 different other total sources. It would have been more, but Bezos and Elon Musk both got all butthurt about it. And I'm sorry, not Bezos. Bezos doesn't have beef with me right now. He's my business associate in that I publish my books for Amazon. No, Zuckerberg and Musk both got butthurt about people watching something other than their given little streams, and you have to be wealthy enough or pay for the privilege, yada, yada, yada. So that's why I'm not streaming to some of those places. But we are streaming on YouTube and Kick and Twitch. And that's more than enough. I think we've got a nice broadcast of our broadcast. That being said, I have friends and associates online who want to do more streaming, get into streaming, and they've asked me, Nick, some interesting questions. And one of the best ones I got recently was in relation to me promoting Don's Indie CD 411, which is going to be a promotion of HaloCon. And HaloCon's got a very active support group. It's got a very active group of people. It's very, very fun. But word got around that Don was looking for producers, somebody to help in the background, etc. And I was told I do not thank Joe enough. And this confused me. I'm like, what do you mean I don't thank Joe enough? Like, well, for running all your commercials and queuing things up and everything. And I realized when I say Joe is my producer, I mean he handles the high-end production. He is why I have access to this lovely StreamYard. He is why I have access to this lovely Indie CD. And he is very often in the background of my videos. But friends, colleagues, I believe there's been a misunderstanding. He does not queue up my commercials or tell me when to or anything like that. I am responsible for all of that and keeping track of the comments, even when I'm doing my art streams or my crafting streams or my 3D rendering streams. Nick, you don't do 3D rendering streams yet. I do handle all that myself. What Joe does is, one, mock and berate me whenever possible because he's a dear friend and that's his job. And two, he knows that my internet sucks. So that there is always the chance that I could get booted off my own show. So whenever he has time, he sits passively in the background on the chance that my channel gets choke slammed, and then he'll pop on and cover for me. So in that aspect, he's a working more as a co-host and a substitute host. And just a general, before Joe and Trelena, I never had friends like Joe and Trelena. It blows my mind. They literally and I mean this, they literally reset my definition of what a friend means / can be, because in a conversation with someone who is seeking my advice on much more personal matters, I had to inform them of one of my beliefs, that there comes a point where you have to stop swimming across oceans for people who won't step over a puddle for you. And that's something that's going on right now. And there have been some people I've had to cut out because that was the situation. And it's not too recently, because I've gotten very ruthless in some of my actions. But these guys remind me how good people can be. And many of the people in my chat remind me how good people can be. And the thing is, when you surround yourself with really good people, friends, you start to get this funny thing called standards. And if there's anybody who you wouldn't want to treat your friends the way they treat you, axe them. Sever the tie. It ain't worth it. But to get back to the original question of my would-be streamers, I do currently still use StreamYard, and we will till the year runs out. It's giving us time to figure out how and if the financial wonders that can be done will be done. We'll just see. We're not the only people in this boat. I'm personally hoping that StreamYard realizes that perhaps they have overextended themselves and need to readjust. We'll see. In personal news, I'll be making a couple calls to some blaster companies that I need to discuss some matters with, that I hope will be rectified nicely. This weekend was a really interesting one. I actually had a dad's day out, something that doesn't happen often. I got to go down to Lafayette and pick up a few things that we needed. And after having a basically interesting conversation with my wife, because she was overdoing it. She is my hero, but she was overdoing it. So I had to tell her, look, you know what's going on with you. You need to take it easier. I got to go down and Goodwill shop. I got to go down and hang out at Menards just as long as I wanted to. And that included visiting the beautiful massage chair that actually made my back stop hurting, which doesn't usually happen ever. It was a wonderful time. So across my weekend, I did get a chunk of the day where I got to go out, I got to do some things, and I acquired something. And I want to talk about this handy-dandy little thing. Not sponsored unless they want to reach out to me. But this is too cool a thing. I got myself a new flashlight. And now, I do have some very nice flashlights, but I didn't buy this because it's a flashlight. Joe is working on some cue cards because, see, he missed me saying all the nice things about him during the opening. So he's just going to be in full, like, that Tim Curry grin is just like ear to ear. Anyway, yeah, I'm not even going to try. I got you once. I'll call that a win. But this thing has let me count real quick. Yep, 7 different sizes of screwdriver. Now, those of you who know I do have trouble with my hands, a larger thing to adjust makes it easier. And whenever I come across something that makes my life easier and is less than $10, I go, wait a second. You guys might want to look into this. I'm sure this is made in China. This is not like heavy grade in any way, shape, or form. But as long as it doesn't completely bust out on me, I am going to absolutely love it, because $6 is almost cheaper than it costs to get the glasses head screwdriver, which is right here, alone. So, guys, if you're wandering the wonderful world of Menards, which yes, Menards has a smell. It smells of home and joy and all that is right in the world. But yes, it's made China. But snag yourself one of these lights. You won't regret it. It runs off of three AAAs, and they're included. So that's just a little bit of something awesome. I will be using this for a project I am doing that I may cover as part of Nick Knows Nerf. I may only discuss it. I haven't quite decided. A lot of it depends on how elaborate I can get the setup to work on it and how long I'm willing to wait to work on it. But we'll see. In that run, I can speak the English language. In that run, I am planning a couple more Nick Knows Nerf videos. I know I took last week off of Nick Knows Nerf because I just had so much that was tangled up with the convention and recovery that I couldn't work ahead to do Nick Knows Nerf. So hopefully I'll be shooting some more Nick Knows Nerf videos, including the requested, for the folks who have messaged me requesting me to do it. I'm embarrassed to ask, but how do you use one of those things? I'm going to start a series. It will either be one long video or multiples. We'll see how it works on just how to actually use the Nerf blasters. That one's going to be on me. It's something I'm going to do. Won't be long. You'll be in my usual format. And if you want to see how I teach people how to do things, you can find some of that content over on the sister channel, the Historical Fencing Guild. But, boy, I do use the word but a lot. With that, I want us to face this week kind of motivated. It's been, for our more lunarly affected folks, it has been a very interesting time. I was up till 4 a.m. and couldn't figure out why till I looked out the front window and kind of went, okay. Yeah. One of those moods that makes you just want to pick up your stick and wander into the night? Yeah. And it's not even like properly full yet. It's going to be juicy. Also, I've heard there's some kind of either a mass coronal ejection or something like that coming off the sun. So expect some bizarre electromagnetic errors possibly and extended aurora borealis, or, southern aurora borealis sightings. So we can look forward to that, friends. But since we are all those messages are in line, and we are barreling towards Leafy Moss, only about 2 weeks till the great holiday, where authors exchange ebooks with each other because we're too broke to exchange books ahead of October and the annual reading of A Night of the Lonesome October by Roger Zelazny. For those of you who observe such things, we're looking forward to that. But as interesting as I am, and Lord knows I am interesting, you guys are more so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off for just about a minute and a half, let Joe talk about his wonderful service over at IndieCD. And please, please, please remember to use this link so Joe knows that I sent you there. Actually, I'm going to leave that up so you can actually read it. indiecd.org/?SLD. So sold equals and Tockert. That's a me, Mario. That was not the sound I expected to come out of me. That was not intentional and had nothing to do with 3 circles in close formation. So please don't just don't come at me, Disney. That wasn't on purpose. I'm telling you, it wasn't on purpose. One moment. I said stay back. Yeah. Cease and desist this. Alrighty then. Pardon me. Lawyers on the lawn. Anyway. Let's get to your comments to see what's going on. Got comment dumps. Let's get comment dumps. Oh, and in other news that came through, due to the excessive severity of reality right now, we are declaring spooky season has already started. So just get on in with it. Get your spookified decorations up. Plush Elvira says it's a good idea. Lydia concurs. I'm not going to argue with them. Let's go. And speaking of the best of spooky season, hey, Trey, how you doing? Trey says, good morning, all. Thesis comes out from the West. Out in the West Utah town of I don't know, there is a guy with a Chinese sword. Hey, Thesis. And how goes? And pretty decent for Monday. How y'all? I'm doing well. Easy day at work, so I'm counting it as a win. That is the best. People should just pay you for being you, Trey. We need to work on that. Now, nice. Hey, Trey. Hey, Thesis. Hey, Donna. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm sure it's a bad idea, and I'm all for it. Greetings, says Joe Bachman, and hello, Dawn. Now, folks, I do want to stop right here and remind you guys, not only is our friend Dawn the parent, caretaker, work slave of her fashionable felines, Buddy and Georgette, but, and you can hear about them on Facebook, pausing for the squeak, she is indeed the personality behind ABCD 411, who will be doing a program at 8 p.m. tonight on the Independent Creator Directory channel. So, if you're looking for something to do, a whole bunch of people from Halicon are going to be there. Seriously, it's like 5 or 6 authors and an artist or something like that. It's going to be a show. I've been watching what's been going on in the background. It's delightful. You'll do fine, Dawn. The nice thing about it is the more chaotic a program is, the less you have to worry about handling. You become more of a moderator than a host. And that's where you want to be. That's nice, because if you have a good guest, all you have to do is draw a little bit of commentary out. Just come on when they get quiet, and they'll handle the vast majority of entertaining people for whatever your time frame is already. So it's very cool. Now, to correct the message about Nick, did you mean to start at 10:05 and actually start at 10? What happened on that lovely one is when you are setting up StreamYard, there's a little automatic timer that it gives you to kind of adjust. I think it sets up for an hour from whenever you're creating your stream is the default time for the stream. Well, that moves up as you are doing things. And every once in a while, it will do this delightful thing where as you are hitting, submit or whatever, it turns the time. It's sort of like my love and joy of my life, which is, of course, the delayed activation autocorrect. So yeah, it got a little schnickety. We're fine. Everything is groovy moving forward. Because with as many comments that are hitting, we're going to need them. And good morning, Grant. You're early. You're early for the show. That means either Angie's got an appointment and you have to take her somewhere, or you have something to announce. So what are you up to? I bet there's something on the menu. Hey, Joe, and we got greetings. And the Witsman dude is dealing with the bro field and will be late, which means I had to get my own coffee. Donna had to get her own coffee. Man, I just heard the bass line drop and the Latin start up. Woo, doggies. Grat says, you may be interested to know that the pre-launch page for League of Cryptids issue 2 is now on Kickstarter. That's where you throw the link. There it is. Kickstarter.com/project Mr. Grantastic. League of Cryptids Frogs Go to Loveland 1-2. And Blarg, I say. And Blarg I mean, says Foxy. Hey, Foxy. I see you're bouncing into into Monday in all the right mood. And lots of greetings. I won't be able to stay long. I have to take Angie to a doctor's appointment. 2-4-2. Let's go. Okay. I love being right about completely trivial things. Well, it's good of you to drop by. Always. You are always welcome to drop by. Hey, Foxy. Already signed up to be notified on launch, Grant. And good morning, Alec. I take it that you have power. That is wonderful. And Alec, morning. And Indy CD411 tonight. That gobbledygook. Wait. This one warns a special message from one of our sponsors. And I just want to announce that it is indeed 69 degrees in the wonderful world where corn sharks are grown. And I just want to say that's nice. Back to the comments. Okay. Morning, Alec. I pre-apologize if we go over the hour, Grant. One, you're going to. If you have that many guests, you start doing the math. Unless you're only going to give them like 5 to 10 minutes a piece very rigidly, there's no way you're keeping it under an hour with ads and intro, outro. That's going, if you have the HaloCon people and seven of the HaloCon people, Dawn, have longer commercials ready because you're going to need to take a potty break after the first and the second hour. Welcome to the wonderful world of streaming. For those of you who can't make the potty break, remember, hail pails are available. And our whole town's power went out last night. It was a NIPSCO problem. Yes, it was a NIPSCO problem. Well, at least it wasn't during the hottest or coldest months. And Alec, my new possum pick went up. I just need frames for the others. Ooh, awesome. True thesis, and yay. Or during the premiere episode of your new show. Hope your power came back on. And yeah, see, I was on, so, we had power outages and shenanigans. I really thought about trying to double stream somehow, just putting a picture of me in another window so that I could interview myself. But that would require ego. It was a good time. And, I might end up on your show again some point, but hoping your power came back on. It did. Yay. Yeah, guys, don't forget to share, and subscribe to this wonderful shenanigan. I am slowly, painfully marching towards my goals. And right now my goals are 500 subscribers and a fixed amount of hours so that maybe I can monetize my channel and make a little back. It would be very awesome. That can only be done with you guys because I do not buy viewers. I believe only in organic, real spread because I've seen what happens. Hey, Nick. Hey, Don. Toodles. Okay, how are we doing? And I had to refresh to get it going, stubborn YT. Well, it happens. Are we being this quiet today? Yes, it seems like everyone is. Yeah. Oh dear, are y'all saving it up for tonight? Indeed. I could just tell the huge shenanigans that are going to happen. And Dawn says, I might be massive migraine and super tense muscles right now. Oh, you poor thing, Foxy. And smack that, never mind. Chair? Smack that. Chair? Anyhow. I've taken meds and have heat pad going. Hopefully feel better soon. Who the frack would say you don't thank Joe enough? Well-meaning friends that out of respect for their new careers, they've asked me not to name them by person. So I don't, because you guys would want me to do the same thing. It's like, the thing is, they were looking for a producer like Joe who could handle all the commercials for them, so it could be as easy and smooth as my shenanigans are. To which I'm like, have you seen my programming? I just got in a Nerf engagement with imaginary lawyers. We all have different reasons for having folks in the background. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But it was somebody who didn't quite understand the processes and how this works. I'm very highly annoyed right now, but my heart is happy knowing we are helping each other out. Nothing to be annoyed about, at least on my end. It's just we all do what we have to do for all the different folks. And sometimes people get confused. So I wanted to make sure that is absolutely spot on, not a point of issue or confusion or anything like that. And that we don't really have to worry about, shenanigans. So we're okay. It's okay. And look, I know you don't believe it, but you're going to do great. Don't look at me in that voice. Dawn! Anyway. And I have Foxy watching the chat, but I'm doing it all myself in StreamYard. Yeah. I don't know StreamYard at all. Well, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I love helping people. I love doing what we do. So it's great. And we love those Menards massage chairs. I'm not saying I'm going to announce that I have won the lotto or I've lost my mind, but there will be signs. And, if one of those massage chairs was just about 2 inches wider, to give me a little more room. I'm not saying I would stream in the thing, but I'd be horribly tempted not to just be like, get my Sith Lord meditation chamber. And yes, that's what Vader was doing in that big thing. The ball comes down, his helmet comes off, and one of those Menards massage chairs comes up. True facts from Villains. There will not be a Burning Is yarn this Wednesday night due to family coming into town. Oh, darn. That means some kinds of shenanigans will have to happen this Wednesday night. We shall see. Menards has an unforgettable smell. And that smell is happiness. Yep. Witzman Dude is home and will be here soon. Good. The look on Chris's face when he saw books in a hardware store. Ha, 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 ha. Menards isn't like, okay, there are places that you can find your average free range Nick. You know, I didn't choose the Casey's life, the Casey's life chose me. You will find me in gas stations where slushies and pizza can be made available. Because one of the terrible facts is, at many points, gas station pizza is better than a lot of the chain pizza. And this is not a fact people are ready for. You can find me wandering Menards, looking at Halloween decor at any point of the year, because I know where they keep it. And let's see. Thesis says youtube.com, a whole bunch of stuff. Share, stream this segment Saturday. Okay. I miss Menards. They don't have them out this way. Anytime you have to go, go with God and wander the wastelands without a Menards. You see, I used to work at Home Depot. I can't afford to shop at Home Depot. But Home Depot does have these things called safety standards. Lowe's, which is wonderful if I'm taking my dad, because Lowe's does give military veterans and veterans and current active servicemen discounts, which I respect. However, for the realm of machine safety, it is a lawless land where forklifts can pop up anywhere at any time. And boink. Hi, says Alec. Me, I'm one of those people. Hi, how do I use a Nerf gun? They're weird shaped. And they are, and they're getting weirder, which is fine. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some of the older ones that are very clearly and simply operated, show you how they work, what different ammo types are, and then we'll branch into the shenaniganry of modern Nerf, where you look at a gun and you go, well, what kind of prime is that? Yes. Does it work all the time? Meh. And speaking of not meh, good morning, everyone. 39 days till HoloCon is upon us. Glad you had a good weekend, Nick. My first trip to Indiana, I really like Menards, as you should. Anywhere I can get Shasta Pop, Sprecker's Root Beer, old-timey candies, latest bestseller, and or plans to build nearly anything, as well as all my hardware, house, furniture, lawn care needs. And then they have plants for a good chunk of the year. Yeah, it's beautiful. Hey, Chris. And everyone's happy to see Chris. I'm sure there's a hypersonic squee out of dawn. Can't stop her now. She's having a good time. She's having a ball. Can't stop her now. And while we are letting that tune run through my head and I try not to get sued, I've heard that my friend and, platonic love of my life, Trelana's been up to some things. So let's look at her shop real quick. Seven likes. We need double digits. Let's make that happen. And we've got 10 people. 9. Let's look. 9 of you are currently coming at us from the Nicholas Tockert channel. Thanks for being where all the cool kids are. And we've got one person over on the Indie CD Twitch. Thank you for watching us over at Twitch. And yes, I try to do my part with Joe to help him get the hours and watch hours and stuff to possibly get him monetized. That's part of how the people in this network try to give back to the guy who won't accept anything. Anyway, Carl slides in smelling of cat cousin Amelia and making his own cats mad. So like I said, yesterday was a good day. I got to take a little bit of dad holiday. I get about 1 day a week. I'm sorry, 1 day a month where I usually get to slip out. This means I'll have 2 this month. I'm rather excited. And what happened is I got to go to the chair. Well, when I was in the chair, it swells, it expands and squeezes your legs, so you're kind of in the chair. Because I'm in public, I'm not comfortable having my arms locked in. Paranoia will not allow such things. But as I'm sitting there, a gentleman was walking his rather nice poodle through Menards, a medium-sized poodle, not the big old ones and not the little yap poodles. Okay? This dog saw me, and as every once in a while a dog will do, got that wide-eyed puppy look, and though it was not a puppy, decided to drag him to me to hop up in my lap and, tend to the slobberings. I don't know why, but you just reminded me that, yes, it was a good time. I got to confuse somebody. Now, where are we? But when I came back, my cats were very confused by what I smelled like and had to love on me. Ain't no rest for the cryptid. One of these days, I'm going to write that whole thing as a filk and just go, ho, you're in trouble. No Joe or Trey Wednesday night? Maybe take the night off. But what was that, Alec? Ain't no rest for the cryptid. Views don't grow on trees. I got foam to buy and foam to fling, and none of this stuff is free. Okay. I think Hooli has gotten used to me smelling like other critters because she's usually upset I didn't bring them home to play. Aw, friendly puppies. 9 likes better, but not enough. Bonus points if you get the reference. Yes. Those are rookie numbers. We need to pump them. Anyhow. Looks at Don and Carl with big old neurodivergent eyes. The scanning is Munsey Wednesday. Jerry, the spider, and his friends are taking care of our decorations. Ooh. You love that show, Alec? Indeed, he lives by the front door. And we had Christmas stuff out at Walmart on my birthday in August. No, I'm going to get a Freeze-O-Matic and put Mariah back in her box. I swear. I think it's the same thing here. I have to ask my mom's boyfriend who works there. He stocks that stuff. The panel looks amazing. It really does. Plus Joe Dog. Wow. I probably, because I said authors and stuff, I'll try and get Jerry picks later if you want. That's up to you. There's paneling Dong, just like the 80s. Chris, love the added and Joe Dog. Sorry, spending an hour with my brother setting up his new computer has sucked some of the IQ out of me. I know some of y'all ain't right. Let's see. And I can see that, Carl. Hey, Carl. Poor Don. Hello, everyone. 69. We're not at 59. With the sun and stuff, we'll be at nearly 100 again. It was mid 90s for me yesterday. Mow your lawn! Or I could not die. Anyhow, we'll be nice later. 73 here already. And LOL's going to be a show that you do not want to miss. Green Hail Pails are available at Menards in 5-gallon American. Those can be found on the front aisles, located here and here, here and here, and by the exits. For the right amount of money, I could be the producer for their show. Oh, Joe, if you think a friend of mine who is asking me advice has money, no. Money, the man says. Easy and smooth. Nick's show? And Joe says, and technically, I'm not even a producer for Nick's show. I'm just here for when the Nick Field trademark takes over. Yeah, you see, every so often I'm tempted to get janitorial jobs at certain places. Get some kind of job. I could do better than janitorial, but janitorial gets me the most access. I would not do anything untoward. I would not do anything inappropriate. I simply would walk around the servers. Oh, dear.
No. Stay away from the servers.
The sudden impact Joe stare. Woo! Yes, real fact. I love Joe and I love Trelena. They are family. However, not only have I not been to their house, I haven't been allowed to know which house along the street, because I know what street they live on, is theirs, for fear I might slow down on the rare occurrences that I drive by on the way to an event at Twin Oaks Park. Because every time I do, the lights just kind of ripple. It's kind of scary and I feel bad, but I don't want to wear a Faraday cage everywhere I go. Man, that sucks. And the funny thing is, y'all think I'm laughing. I'm joking. Anyway, now, oh dear Lord. Does Zach know about his pails? He does now. Save more money at Menards. And I say big money at Menards, but I'm not sponsored by them, so I don't have to get that right. Menards. Woo-hoo. I'd happily accept a sponsorship from a regional hardware store. I'd even run proper like Menards ads. Just give me the money. Heck, pay me in Menards gift cards. I don't even need cash. Just, slip me large quantities of lumber and other goods once in a while. Yes, he does. Well, so you'll hopefully wash out the 5-gallon pail instead of just filling it up, because it's better to get the taller one, because you don't want to set it on the floor. Don't use a bedpan hail pail. Oh, come on. Anyone who's been in the hail pail fandom knows that you go down and you get the optional clip-on toilet seat, because no one can see what you're actually sitting on, and it's only a few bolts to attach the back of a gaming chair. Have you noticed the vast majority of people have what looks like the same gaming chair back, but you never really see them scoot around on it? Sure sign of hail paildom. And I could be joking. We need to add our lovely fiber art people to get to work on those Nick Cryptid plushies and maybe an attachable Nick Field. One, nobody's using my likeness like that without seriously getting in a licensing agreement with yours truly. And two, be careful. if you make too good of an effigy of me, the field could extend. You don't know. It is still in the realm of pseudoscience. LOL. I'd love to have one of those massage chairs, but it'd be too expensive. We'd have to rewire the house. That's interesting. I thought they just plugged into a standard 110 outlet. You're a good and fine man, Joe Bachman. I'm glad to know you along with most of the good people watching and commenting. I thought there was going to be a Charlie Brown joke, but no, he's right. Joe Bachman is simply one of the best. Simply the best. Glad to know you too, Chris. Yep. I love those huge bags of gummy bears at Menards. Yes, they do. Your Menards has hot tamales flavored cotton candy. Probably similar to the look I saw on what I saw caffeine-free Mountain Dew during my first visit to Fox's family. I actually, every so often, am tempted to just order the diet caffeine-free Mountain Dew because then I could. The taste, Carl. Some of us actually like the taste of Mountain Dew. He gave up caffeine before giving up soda completely. I am experimenting with little bits of caffeine to help me with my ADHD. But what you're talking about, a can that is sipped or diluted into like this much is a can, this much is like the flavored water. And then it's sipped on throughout the day to just keep things going because I have to offset, is it worth the pain and numbness? But that's very rare. Let's see. I know, right? Okay, since it's Foxy, I'll give her a pass. Why? Frozen za and certain green... oh, it's so good. Thank you, Joe. I do occasionally have lemonade, though. Not sued is a good thing. Oh, dear Buddha, brother just called me again. Carl, hugs Carl. I'm glad for the most part. My relatives only call me once in a while for text type stuff. It's funny, I don't get many of those calls. I do occasionally. Donald's laughing at the Witzman dude. Next time I go over, I need to install remote control software on his PC. But this time, it was which printer cords do printer cords come with the new printer? If they don't, you know where you can get them? Menards! Menards, send me a shirt. Though it tends to group up, thesis. No, printer cables usually come with the cables. Chair. Oh, well, you know what? We're almost at the end of the program, and we've been all over the place. And people were talking about the possibility of a Munzie, so...
It's time to scan, that is the plan with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a Koepp, so here's our rep. Munzie, we want to Munzie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munzie, we've got to Munzie. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too. Munzie is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munzie, we want to Munzie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munzie, we got to Munzie. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too.
And I grew up with curly doggies. I love them. Sorry, ooh, voice is my pain is one of those. No, thou shalt not. But okay. I grew up with mostly mutts. I love them in any shape and size. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs. However, both Amanda and Xander have had some pretty rough instances involving dogs. So we're pretty much a cat household over here. I don't know if I can say this. Hermione. Wow. Audio came through my phone with it muted. That was impressive. I see the Nick Field is sparking up early today. Though when 150 pounds of fluff decides they want to be a lap dog for me, yes. Any size of dog is a lap dog. If we like it or not, in their souls, they are small and want to be lap dogs. I had a 150-pound pup when I was a teen, thought he was a lap dog. It was best during the winter. You were never cold with Boots around. Aw, I have a cat named Boots. She is starting to warm up a little bit to me. It's taken about a year since we brought her in, but she was traumatized, and it happens. Ooh, shoulder pop. Heat pad is working. That was great. That was quite the no. Well, you see, Joe is very protective of some servers. But Joe, what if I said I'm thinking of going to Delhi?
Where?
Delhi or New Delhi, wherever it is in India that all the
Okay, when you just said it's New Delhi. When you just said Delhi, I'm like, what are you going to do? Mess up their cutters for the ham slicer? Or
I would never interfere with the making of a sandwich. That's a sacred and national treasure.
Oh yeah, and you're overseas. You're good. Go for it.
Oh yeah. Okay. See. Yeah. We got. I can't remember his name, but the guy who keeps hacking into the scammers and like the hacking, finding their location, then hacking into their security cameras. Like, your name's not Bob. You're Rashid. Nice shirt, Rashid. And then they look up and freak out. In our new To Bust a Scammer segment, we've sent Nick Tockert in as a janitor. What did he do? Nothing but watch. Mop, mop, mop. We're going to put on the Nick Field lens, and you just see arcs of energy going off like looks like a scene from Demon City Shinjuku as the servers start to blow. Pop, 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 pop. What do you mean something's gone wrong and our computer has inverted, has put all the money back and then some? Why is it calling the police for us? Mop, mop, mop. When you are, given a hammer, problems start to look like nails. Morning, Xander. I know you are in town when the lights flicker, the internet slows down, and my computer decides to start acting funky. Oh. And I don't think you're joking, Nick. My mother does similar things to computers. I am much better than I used to be. And the sad fact is, this was true. Back in college, before I learned to contain myself better, if I got upset, any computerized device would start to short out. And the best one being when they ticked me off on finals, and I literally walked by both the printers in the main computer lab, and they both shorted out and started smoking. And the tech went, Nick, what? I did nothing. No. Here, I actually had a key that was given to me to the backup computer lab. Because in the backup computer lab, it was this little tiny, looked like a janitor's closet with a row of computers. They were recessed under a glass desk. And I guess the extra layer of glass gave some insulation. So I literally had for like a year and a half in college, the only way I could either use the computer was either there or in the club workshop build office that I had a key for. I was not permitted in the main computer lab. Like, no. Security knew. This door's not. Oh, it's Nick. Hey, Nick. Yo. Okay. It was good times. And Nick, trademark, is going to come back next RPG night. That's what we call Nick in DM mode. Nick with 2Ks. See, I wonder, there is at least one Discord server plotting against me at all times, and I find that fascinating. I'm a little behind, but I'm chatting. Let's knock some of this out. Nick, our house is almost 100 years old, so are the outlets. Okay. Mine is almost 200 years old, and thankfully we rewired when we moved in. Chris says that there are well over 100 chairs at the host hotel for HaloCon. One, I would hope there's over 100 chairs. Two, what? Are you trying to instigate, the next? Yeah, I love you guys. And I love the idea of HaloCon, but I think you guys have gone through masterful efforts to keep me from actually rejoining, actually attending HaloCon. Is the chair here? Where did it go? I found the missing chair picture, and it has since disappeared. So let me see if I can find it real quick. No, it is hiding from me. That is fine. But I will do this for a friend. I get that overlay up there. I have some I need to take down anyway. Don't worry about it. But that's taking longer than usual. Here we go. We aren't sponsored by the Spice Cabinet in Portage, but my friend Jesse Trunk runs it. And if you need to buy spices in bulk in Northwest Indiana, swing on by the Spice Cabinet. Tell them Nick sent you. I did the signage for them. I'm proud. Anyway, up to Dawn if she wants a Wednesday show. Chair. Let me think about it. Yeah, she may be fried after Monday. I've just come to accept that the Muncie song will always be in my head from now until eternity. And gotta go. Bye, y'all. Do your work and then go out and do your studies. Have a great day, Alec. Bye, Alec. We'll be going soon, too. Cats are gathering. Jeez. It is said in the town of Uther, there is a law that no man may harm a cat. Anyway, bye, Alec. Keep your homework up so you can keep up with our shenanigans. Love you, kiddo. Thesis, at least the Munsey Song and Humor Group will be here after I shuffle off the mortal coil. Oh, don't even start with that. No, don't even start. You aren't permitted. I'm not signing your gate pass. Yeah. We've had a buddy for 2 years, and he still has issues every day. We've had Buddy for 2 years. He gets more comfy. I get that. You'll always be remembered. Yep. No. Went deli, and I went, what? Pastrami? Right now, I don't think you guys understand the damage I would do to a good Reuben sandwich. Like, I would destroy a good Reuben sandwich right about now. By the way, let's see, pastrami. Hosted by Carl and Donna at the end of the month. Dawn says, morning, Xander.
Hi.
He says hi. Foxy says, morning, Xander.
Hi.
Thanks, Dawn. Hey, Carl. I think we lost Trey. And, hey, Carl, put it on your event calendar in DCD. I mean, you can sell your books at the event. The free Munsey guide, Dawn. Cool. Print them off and sell the prints. Carl, it is free for the digital, but you can buy the printed version to help me keep doing it. Take the money, you goofy old man. Aha! I can justify so much with the sprite. It's scary, Lamau. You should be proud. That was nice artwork. Thank you. Monte Cristo, another great sandwich. And see everyone tonight on Indie CD 411. Ad time!
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Dan Hoffield's doing great things. I believe he may be involved in this video later today. Only you can find out. Who won't be involved in that video, but deserves all the love.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yes, folks, I'm all about letting you art. And what's this? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I just, word in from our producer. There is a new overlay that the corporate offices of IndieCD.org wants me to run. And as he is, of course, the evil overlord of IndieCD.org, I really don't have much choice. So, what do you mean you don't promote yourself? Hashtag always promote. Apparently, that will be added to the rotation now. You're welcome. And what's funny is literally during that break, my friend Z Neverly, who lives in South Bend, she crochets internal organs. And like, as a gift, apparently made a crocheted liver with little white pieces for onions and a matching crocheted bottle so that she could gift liver with fava beans to someone. At the exact moment that I realized that Joe had sent that to me, I was in the process of going, do you have an Etsy? Can I promote you? Y'all, at least I'm consistent. Ow! That's right. I don't hear anybody saying rutabaga. He's scheduled to attend. Good. No rest for the cryptid. I suck at promoting myself. That's why I'm glad Donna is always in the chat to do it for me. Fine. I see how you is.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd at Thesis, and this is my TS. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADETH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
And we have requesting the overlay in my brand, please. I'll add it later. That's not what I mean, but thanks. I know. If I have to suffer, you all have to feel the pain. And look, I'm even wearing my quasi merch. I just need to get the store reset up so that this isn't the only Big Stompy Robots merch t-shirt in existence. I'm on. I lost the info for the store. Giggles, as you should. All right, folks. It is Monday. I have things I need to do. You have things you want to do, and the only way you're going to be able to do them is if I release you. So, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too.